You are still holding today's results. You can feel it even now in the dark. The meeting that could go either way, the number that is not in yet, the thing you sent out into the world that other people will judge the worth of on their own time without asking you. Your body is still braced for an answer that is not coming tonight, and so you lie here, gripping an outcome you finished influencing hours ago. Tonight you set it down, not because you stopped caring, because the caring has done its work and the rest was never yours to carry into sleep. There is a teaching at the center of the Bhagavad Gita that has steadied anxious, striving people for more than 2,000 years. A warrior named Arjuna stands frozen before the hardest day of his life, undone by everything that might go wrong. And the counsel he receives is not about controlling the result, it is about releasing it. In Edwin Arnold's old rendering, the line runs like this: "Let right deeds be thy motive, not the fruit which comes from them." Hear what that asks of you. You are responsible for the deed, the effort, the care, the work done well. You are not responsible for the fruit. The harvest comes in its own season, shaped by whether you do not command, by other people, by luck, by 100 things that were never on your side of the line. To chase the fruit is to suffer twice, once in the doing and again all night in the waiting. To love the deed and release the fruit is to do your part fully and then to be free. You did the deed today, whatever it was, you did it. The fruit is no longer in your hands, and gripping it in the dark will not ripen it 1 minute faster. And there is a Roman emperor who knew exactly where to go when the gripping would not stop. Marcus Aurelius, who carried the weight of an entire empire, wrote a quiet note to himself about it. People look for retreats, he said, houses in the country, the sea, the mountains. And then he catches himself because the retreat he needed was never a place. It is in your power, he wrote, whenever you choose to retire into yourself. Nowhere can a man find a retreat more quiet or more free from trouble than in his own soul. That is the door open to you tonight, not the cabin you will never get to, not the vacation that is months away. The stillness underneath your own ribs, which asks no permission and waits for no result, and which you can step into the moment you stop reaching for the harvest. There is a difference between caring about your work and clutching its outcome, and the whole night turns on it. Clutching feels responsible. It dresses itself up as conscientiousness, as if lying awake rehearsing the result were a way of doing your duty. It is not. The work is closed. Your vigilance at midnight changes nothing about how tomorrow lands. It only robs you of the one thing tonight was actually for. Releasing is not indifference. The Gita does not say the deed does not matter. It says the deed is the part that is yours and the fruit is the part that is not, and peace lives in telling the two apart. You gave the day your effort. Now you give the night your rest, and you let the harvest belong to the world that will decide it. So you do what Marcus did. You stop seeking the retreat out there in some better circumstance, and you turn inward to the still place that was under all the striving the whole time. You did the deed. You can let go of the fruit. You are allowed to come home to yourself and rest there tonight. So tonight set it down, gently. I did the deed today, and I let the fruit go. I release the outcome I can no longer reach. I stop suffering twice over a result that is not mine to carry. I turn inward to the quiet that needs no circumstance. I let the harvest belong to its own season. I come home to myself and I rest. The deed is done and the fruit is out of your hands now, drifting off into tomorrow you do not have to solve tonight. So let the grip loosen finger by finger and the breath go slow, and the whole striving day settle behind you like dust returning to the ground. While you retire quietly into the still place Marcus found beneath all his empires, asking nothing, reaching for nothing, holding nothing, until the morning calls you back out to begin again, and to train once more what you already know. But that is tomorrow. Tonight the deed is done, the fruit released, and you are free to rest. Begin disciplined and reflective.